is it that being organized can increase our income? I'm glad you asked. All right. If you're able to, while you're watching this video, get on Google and I want you to search for hours spent looking for misplaced items. Now, I'm going to share with y'all a few of the things I found. I found that it is estimated that the average adult or the average person is going to spend 3,680 hours within a lifetime looking for misplaced items. Another article said 5,000 hours within a lifetime. So I decided, well, let me be a little more specific. So I typed in hours spent looking for misplaced items in these United States. It said the average United States resident spends, not invests, but spends 2.5 days a year looking for misplaced items. I'm going to say that again. Residents of the United States will spend 2.5 days per year looking for lost items. Is that scary or is that scary? I think that's terrifying. What could you do with 2.5 days added into your lifetime on a yearly basis? I mean, self-care. You could take a vacation. You could schedule more appointments with clients, right? You can invest time in your relationship. You can invest time in spending quality time with your children. Instead, many of us, we can't attain more clients because we're spending 2.5 days a year looking for misplaced items. And the interesting thing about sometimes when you can't find an item and you don't find it in time to be on time, you could lose a potential client. You could lose a job if you just always late and you're like, well, I couldn't find my keys, or I couldn't find my shoes, I couldn't find my hat. You know, eventually life gets tired of your excuses, because if you have a habit of not being able to find things, then that means your new habit needs to be being able to find what you need when it's time to go or what have you. So 2.5 days. You could either decide that you're not going to spend 2.5 days looking for misplaced items per year. And let's just say you be half more organized, right? What's half of 2.5? Let's see. 2.5 divided by 2. Oh, 1.25. So you could have a day and a quarter day added per year to your lifetime, right? What if you use 1.25 days to meet with clients? Multiply that, right? Multiply the hours that you could book with clients times your hourly rate. Let's say you have a job that offers overtime, but you don't ever get offered overtime because you ain't on time for your regular schedule, because you're always looking for something when it's time to go, or your child can't find something. Children are a reflection of their parents, and sometimes your child is more organized than you. So perhaps it would be wise to just as a family have a conversation. Just say, I haven't been very organized. I showed you all a great example, but I am realizing that we need to be more organized as a family, because if we don't become more organized, we're not going to become as rich as we could become. Now, some people might say, well, I'm already a millionaire. Okay, but what if you could double that or triple that just by being more organized? Just think about it, because there's always more available to us. The possibilities, income doesn't have a cap on it, unless we place it on ourselves, on our income, by being disorganized. Because I promise you, if you let's say you're a hairstylist, right? And your first appointment you accept is at 9 a.m. But you're always not showing up to the hair salon until 9:15. Then you got to get things in order at the hair salon, and then the person that was your 9 o'clock, you might not get to do it in their hair till about 9:30. Well, how many people are going to be cool with that for a lifetime of customership? I know I wouldn't, because I just say, you know what? If I can schedule an appointment on your site for 9 a.m., but you get here at 9:15, but you don't get to me and actually providing your services, for me until 9:30, I'm not going to keep coming here. So increase your income by increasing your organization, which is going to be reflected in the integrity you're able to maintain with your clients. The other way misplaced items cost you money, right, is sometimes when we can't find things and we really, really need it, what's the next thing we do? We can't find it. We go out and buy another one. So, ching, 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 right? More money. I got to buy it again. I got to buy it for a third time, So, it's really like, what would you prefer, 2.5 hours, looking for 2.5 days, looking for misplaced items? Or, okay, make some adjustments, become more organized. Now, maybe you could only, maybe you're only investing 1.5 days per year looking for lost items because you decided to do better. But if you really took the time to give everything in your home a home, don't let your items, I always say, don't let your items be homeless. Don't let your stuff be homeless. Give it a home. Whatever's in your car. If you're a teacher, your classroom, everything should have a home. Your students should know that's where they go. Don't put pencils over there, because crayons go over there, not pencils. Or whatever it is, But it's just, we have to step it up. Because when you step it up, everything around you is going to step up, including your income. But if you're not conscious of the fact that it's not just, these little randoms, I had to look for this, I had to look for this, or what have you. If you're conscious of that and you start being mindful of when you get home, you put things away, right? Before you go to bed, put things back in their home. Don't just say, I'm going to have to use that tomorrow. I'm not going to, I'm not going to put my laptop up. Or I'm not going to put that blanket away because tomorrow I'm going to go on the couch and I'm going to want to use it again. No. Always reset. Before I leave home, I reset my home. Right? And when I return, it feels so wonderful to be in a clean environment. And then whatever I desire to use once I return home, I take it out. But before I go to bed, I do what? I reset my house yet again. So I'm constantly using, resetting. Use it, and then put it back. And so once it becomes your habit, you can model that to others. Like if you don't live alone and you have children or you have a significant other, okay, I see, you start to put things where they go. And you could positively influence them to do the same thing and just let them know, like, hey, we're bringing more money into our lives. We're keeping more money. And that business, now we're organized, we can accept more client appointments. So just think about it from the perspective of, if you have a business or you're looking to start a business, get a piece of paper, get a calculator, and just multiply 5,000 or 3,500 or what have you. Or 2.5 days per year. That's 60 hours a year. 2.5 days per year equals 60 hours per year. looking for misplaced items. So let's just say you have an hourly rate of $100, right? Let's do it. That way y'all have a visual. Let's say you plan to start a business or you already have a business. 100 is easy, right? Times 60. Oops, I did the wrong. So your rate is 100 an hour. We multiply that by 60. That's an potential extra $6,000 or more into your life when you decide to be organized. It's 2024. A lot of people have made New Year's resolutions. Maybe yours is to be more organized. But if you do the research on how being disorganized affects your life, that should encourage you to do better. I really hope it does, because I'd love to see you be as successful as you like to be. You know, you might say, well, I'm doing pretty good. But just imagine if you kicked it up a few notches. You did 50% more organizing than you normally do. Then just anticipate 50% or more money or whatever it is that you actually desire to experience. So wouldn't it be wise for us to invest on the front end? Well, maybe I should say the front end, right? On the front end, put in the investment and organize, right? We do that first, then we can reap the benefits of it. The back end is more income, more time, more peace, right? I mean, if you're late picking up your children from certain childcare centers, they will charge you for being late. Some of them charge by the minute. So if you're organized and at work, you say, you have a place that you put your belongings and your keys. So when it's time to go to pick up your children, you're not running late because, I don't know where I put my keys. So you get to the child care center or the school or wherever they are, and now you're being charged by the minute. So let's say it's 5 minutes and the fee is $2. That's $10. Might not seem like much. It's just $10, but that's going to add up over time. So this is how being organized can either keep money in your pocket or add more. But either way, the goal is to be in the profit. You want to increase your net worth. You want to, most of us, if we desire to buy something, that's different. But because of a lack of organization, because you ran late to pick up your children, now you got to give the school $10 extra dollars. You already paying in the thousands for your children to be there. So it's up to us to decide to live an organized life. And it's totally possible. And I'm going to tell you 2 things that you can do. First, you have to decide and be serious about being organized. And if you have children or a significant other or a roommate, you may need to get them involved and say, hey, if y'all have similar habits, they might be organized. You might be the one they've been waiting on to kick it up a notch. But just say, hey, I'm realizing that not being organized is affecting my money and my income, and I'd like to be more organized so I can have more coming towards me that I actually desire to experience. You could ask them, hey, keep me accountable. I'm saying I want to do this, but can you help me out? Help us out, help a brother out, right? The next thing that you can do is give everything a home within your home. Don't just let things just be everywhere. And the other thing that sometimes gets us is we'll be like, I'm gonna come back to that, or I have to work on that again, so I'm just gonna leave it. No. Put it in its home, and then bring it back out when you need it, because organization has to become a routine. It has to become a discipline. So if let's say you're a laptop, or you're an artist, and your art materials are in a certain place in your home, and you start working on something, like, okay, well, if you have a drying rack or something like that, where you put projects that have not been completed, don't just leave it wherever you were working on it. Go put it on the drying rack. Go put the paintbrushes, the paint, everything where it goes. Then when you return to the activity, then you go to the place where it is and you bring it back out. But give everything a home. Do not allow items that you possess to be homeless. Because when you do this, just know that you are affecting your income. It's either going to go up or your income's going to either come, your money's going to either come in or it's going to go out. Ask yourself, are you inviting more money, time, energy, success, or are you repelling it by living an unorganized life?